And welcome to Stories Untold, your show about those who go beyond the norm to shape our continent for the better. I am your host, Pule Mulebati. Today we go behind the scenes of a radio show with a media personality, Dudu Khoza, otherwise known as Lady D. Lady D dominates the airways with her popular slot on Ukhozi FM. Her passion and talent to work with people has earned her a legion of loyal followers. On her recent birthday celebration, she invited Stories Untold to go behind the scenes of the event. But before we get to the event, here is a bit more about her.
Ake bachukushu ngempela niyazi ke nani ukuthi ngempela siyibambile ngiyabonga kakhulu amashilazi ngezwe ukuthi abehlangena asitshelile asithumelela.
You know, I wasn't sure what I wanted to be. Radio wasn't not even in the list.
Dudu Khoza was born in Claremont and moved around Umlazi with her divorced mother and her sister. Struggling and appreciating the little that her mother brought home, Dudu Khoza was a smart yet shy young girl. She's a radio veteran, but she came a long way. Her narrative is very inspiring.
My parents divorced when I was still very young, so we had to move from a location in Clarota to Umlazi. My mother was a trained teacher. She met my father in Amanzimtoti when my father would come and sort of like court, you know, it was just a case of matchmaking. Isla was Kababa, who was also training for teaching in Adams College. So I was the matchmaker. So then they got married. And after marriage, then Ubaba, because he was very weak-willed when it came to friends, so he ended up having a big problem with alcohol, and then it sort of like caused ukuhlukana kwabo noma kwagcina kuyilonto. So my childhood was very difficult.
Her life was all about moving from one place to the next, as they never had a stable home.
So we used to stay in my cottage, and those days when I told emancipation, you were not allowed to have children at any given time in my cottage or tisha. So I used to have abantu no, we'll give you, we'll shield you, so if she happened to have a little bit of a conflict or misunderstanding with one of the teachers, we knew it was our time to pick up and go.
It was hard, but her mother kept them going.
Let's start with the time when my mother and father were still together. I used to hate anyone who owns a ship in that time. They're not this sophisticated, if I may say, in the word like sophisticated, because they used to come home Fridays, just when we sort of, my mom was saying, please put something on the table, where's your salary? They'll just come and say, hey, you owe me this much, you owe me this much, you owe me, because they know he was drunk, and then we'll end up like, just like that. Maybe if in Salina a few pennies on the table, then you have to survive the whole week with nothing, absolutely nothing.
They had to fight hard for a better life.
My life turned 360 degrees when I went to a boarding school eOhlange. That time I used to socialize Zulu, and that is where she met abantu abaningi abanye basakazi ababesuka eGoli now osoke simbone oweni Mahlangu. But there was one particular person engamkhohlwa who she met ngako kuba kuMazukazulu uKE Masenga, which I never even thought he was the founder of Radio Zulu, because he adopted me wangithatha. I went to work to a restaurant yakhe isemncane. Then he said, no, this child is very brilliant, uphasa ngo first class, even if it's standard 9 those days, I was standard 9. Then he took me himself to Ohlange, and then I got a position, but it was very difficult because we had no money.
Her sister Top says they were taught more about survival.
Ubenza kahle esikoleni, thola position 1, position 2,
wakhula nako nje waze wayoqeda kwa-matric. Nje nakukona konke-ke nje seemingly uya-excela njengoba kwakubonakele semncane. Wayengakwazi nje ukukhuluma uma kunabantu nje asheshe abaleke. Kodwa into ayeba nesikhathi sayo mayebuya esikoleni wayesithela ngale a-practice ukuba uthisha afundise iy'tini. So sonke sasicabanga ukuthi uthisha wakusasa lo. Kodwa engeve eshaye lo muntu esimbona manje siyamethuka musha.
She tried out nursing.
I was a nursing sister. I also did my midwifery because my mom said at least lapho you'll be getting a salary, sikwazi ukuphila la ekhaya, but end up with a certificate. When I finished my midwifery, already my husband was marrying me. I was getting married, so my mom never even enjoyed time with me. But the way he was good to my family. Kufana nendodana, kwakungekho kubuhlungu kakhulu. So that is when I decided I'm not gonna do night duty. Then I got a community health nursing, ngasebenza, and then ngafunda futhi diploma community health nursing, and then I was taking kwa family planning. So what I used to do, I had a column Gwibona magazine. I used to have a line, like direct calls when I was solving my sexuality problems, any problems with the people for the whole day. The next day, maybe I go to Radio Ukhozi. That time it was Radio Bantu. So they were paying, family planning was paying for that slot. So when I went to Radio Ukhozi or Radio Zulu or Radio Bantu, and no, I think it was Radio Zulu at the time, it was like family planning was taking off. But there was a lot of controversy around it because the males were having a lot of meets, and ama males, especially Zulu men, were very, very sensitive when it came to family planning. They didn't want to hear a word about let they put in a loop yonke lento.
Dudu Khoza's story is not a typical narrative, as she defied the odds by being a doer and excelled in everything she did. People loved her in all her jobs and therefore became the go-to person, hence the hint for the upcoming radio career.
Now, in 1963, Nelson Mandela, Ahmed Kathrada, Dennis Goldberg, and Andrew Mlangeni were accused of treason and stood trial.
We are standing in a spot with so much history.
This was actually the headquarters of the South African Communist Party.
The climb will be in celebration of 10 years of Nelson Mandela International Day.
What lies ahead of this climate as we live today is a big mountain.
Why did you decide to be part of this initiative?
The reason why I'm doing this is because I really believe in education and the doors it can open for you.
So education is the gateway.
Yes, actors today, the young actors, Kibo, we used to take advices from Abata.
We stay on the visuals, they're busy shooting.
We drove around this.
Welcome back to the show. Today we celebrate one of South Africa's sought-after talent, DJ Lady D. She allowed Stories Untold to follow her for a few days just to give us a glimpse of the work she does as a philanthropist. Let's have a look.
She has an infectious presence. She went from helping her divorced mother to helping many other households. Dudu Khoza's life is an eternal journey with many ripple effects.
I used to be someone who wishes to be a teacher. When I say a role model in one of the school teachers, next minute when I say librarian, air condition, librarian, again I'm a social worker, which my glasses and high heels. You know, I wasn't sure what I wanted to be. Radio wasn't not even in the list. So what happened was I was supposed to go to Ongoye to do this librarian science and whatever. Then last minute when I had sort of said bye-bye at sales house because we were suffering, so we had to do our part-time jobs. You will say lady as a sales house. That they will have a clerk. 23
Her career in radio is not just her speaking through the mic, but it's more about touching lives.
So when I came there, they were introducing later my phone calls, telephone lines. And then they were so surprised to see this lady of Figaro sister Azoenza is show. Like she's saying, please open the lines even for me. But what? Ufuni roast? Because now there is no cut like rate. And these people will tell you off ngale family planning. This prepackaged talks. I said, please open the lines for me. Which they did. That is when Reverend Haumbata said, I've never seen umuntu azokuthetlisha the amadoda eswaziyo. Kahle agcine semthanda, semkhonzile, sewilonto ukuthi please advise my wife, please advise my wife. Then I got a phone call. Eyayithi kuzoba khona ama-auditions noma ama-interviews noma ini. There is a space because usesukile uZamambo, she's been made a programs manager. So you go and get yourself interviewed in case you toilet a position. This is why I'm saying fate. From the time I was supposed to go to University of Ongoye, Zululand, right up to when I was called for an interview.
Her reach is spread throughout the rural areas and the urban areas.
I do things like focus groups, where there's something that when I talk and have a feature, they don't ask for my permission, but what I hear is we're meeting endaweni ethile sesiyamashilazi lama domestic workers okhuluma nawo every Thursday sesiyahlangana every month. Oh, is that so? Yes, please come and visit us when you have time. I go there, I find the structure is formal ngendlela eyismart. It's because of what we discuss on air, and then it motivates them. Why not meet face to face? So basikhuluma kakhulu, and we're very open with each other. Ukhozi is very supportive in whatever that we do. Before I can even know, sebe nama golf shirts are blue, sebe thine basama respect awetha move, thine thewina blue, a green lawa showe, a pink a goalie. Oh, then it becomes such a big focus group that even keeps me going, and it gives me that motivation of it. Abantu, it's not a matter of talking to them through radio. Bayahlangana out of what we do on air, and there is this special thing nami ngayazi, I can't describe it with me. When people meet, they want to become a family, and then obviously in Sogoyalo family, it's me.
People that are close to Lady D, as her listeners call her, can testify to a lot that she does for her community. Her husband says she lives for the people.
Wayeqala sisadate impela esewunesi, wayenika abantu imali yokugibela, lo muntu uyathole engasenami imali yokugibela ngoba eshawe ebusuku akhiphe kweyakhe. Ngabona lapho ukuthi umuntu wabantu nje, futhi i-charity into yakhe nezalukwazi ngokunjalo. Ngiqhenya kakhulu ngako, ingako ngimsupporta nje ngoba ngabona ukuthi lento ikuyena, hayi ukuthi uyayifeka ufuna ukubukisa.
Her colleagues say she is a mother to them.
Lady D is a very warm person. She cares about people. She's our mom at work. She's always worried about the next person. Is everyone okay? Is everyone happy? She's just the typical loving mom and this warm-hearted person, giving. She's always trying to do campaigns around giving back and making everyone's lives better. I really do believe that she's just got a good heart, and she's a mom. She's really a perfectionist. She wants to deliver the best, and she does that because she cares about her listeners. She respects what she does because she respects the people who tune into her show every single day.
Stories Untold also got to meet the elderly with Lady D's visits on her birthday weekend.
Lady D ngimthanda kakhulu, noNkulunkulu amgcine akhule kodwa ngalingani nomboko wendlovu.
Wena uthole namuhla?
Mina namhlanje ngithola iwashi, ngathola streetwise 2 nomgexo lo ngufake lana.
She is reassured that she is on the right path as she keeps receiving more accolades for her work.
Yeah, you can tell by the way I display them. They sort of part of the motivating factor for me. When I look, it took me time to get awards, and it wasn't in my mind until I said, why am I always giving out awards? I got invitations now and again. Please come and present this award, or please come and host this program. We're giving out awards. I never had a single award. All that I was invited to was to give out awards. It never bothered me one way or the other until I got the first one. I can't even remember what was the first award. Then I saw the motivation I had, inspiration out of the I felt good thereafter. It was like now I've opened the floodgates, because thereafter I got awards and awards. But there are three that I really love most. The one that is I'm a Living Legends from eThekwini. That one, it somehow describes exactly who I am. And even up to now, it gives you that position where they say, you are ambassador, you are our living legend. Somehow, there is that status that it comes with. The other one that I loved so much was the MTN Awards, where you had to write down, motivate, and then out of so many people, you get the presenter of the year from MTN. We are so busy to post that sometimes awards go by, especially when we have to submit a motivation. Most of the time we don't even do that until we are reprimanded, but we are so busy with our road shows and all other things that goes around Ukhozi. So the last one that I felt content was the Liberty Hall of Fame, where you can feel I'm still alive, I'm still doing this job, but these are the accolades that I'm getting out of what I'm doing. It drives me even more.
As they say, a lady never reveals her age. Nearing her pension, Lady D is doing more than she did in her earlier years for her community. She has programs for children, the elderly across board, and mentorship for entertainers.
My message to women and young girls is that you can achieve anything. Believe in yourselves.
There really are endless possibilities for what you can achieve and the good things that are going to happen to you.
There's an opportunity to be bold, to be free, to be daring, to be unique and take your place in the world.
During this month, I'd like to say to all women, not just in the journalism industry, to continue that fight.
A mentor once told me it's not good enough for women to go knocking on doors. It's time to beat them down.
SABC News celebrates Women's Month.
The SABC News mobile app is your one-stop digital portal to all the news you need. Stay connected with the latest in breaking news. Watch the SABC News channel along with clips and live streams of all the big news events. And listen to all the SABC News radio stations live, including podcasts and much more. Simply download the SABC News app to your Android or iOS device from either the Play Store or the App Store. SABC News, independent, impartial.
Standoff between Alexandra residents and police. Following a forced eviction, officers retaliated by firing rubber bullets.
They just shoot at us. They don't even want to listen to us.
They've done us wrong as a community.
What created the situation? What led to these angry words being exchanged?
You're forcing me to say I have doubt. What is that thing? Don't treat me like a small boy. Don't do that. Because Human Rights Commission is not God.
Vuzimusi Jamini, he's the senior investigator there, and he asked the question, can you just explain what this particular project did? Because of course there were a lot of money in that particular project, but it looks like little has been delivered.
Welcome back to the final leg of Stories Untold, and thank you for staying with us. As we conclude today's show, we'll look at an event that took place recently in Durban, where Lady D celebrated her birthday with those who are less fortunate.
Her mission is to pass on wisdom that she has gained over the years as a radio host to upcoming entertainers to help the helpless and give to the needy. Lady D has no stone left unturned. She took us to her annual birthday drive, which she celebrates with different orphaned children.
My birthday is March 22. Why am I getting cakes from March 22 right up to the first week of April? Where I can't even know because I only stay with my husband. Then I will give it to people around me, give it to my in-laws, give it to whoever. The staff will enjoy the cakes that come, a second floor, until it's now become redundant. The cakes keep coming on, Then I said, no, these people love me so much. Why can't I let them join me do something to, use this birthday to get something even more constructive and tangible out of it. But at the same time, I was praying and saying, God help me. Let these people understand where I'm coming from. Because if it doesn't happen that way, this is going to off-ramp and go haywire. Because they will think I'm rejecting them. Help me present this idea in a very positive manner that will be embraced by these people. God knows it happened just like that. There's that love, mother, daughter, son relationship that I have with ingane zami kuma social networks. Again, yibo labantu that are showing me so much love because of how active and energetic and vibrant they are. So I sat down and said, help me create this. Help me activate this campaign. Let's not, the cake that you're gonna buy for me, bring me clothes. The cake that you're gonna buy for me, help me do this campaign. So the first year we did this, I said to them, please bring me clothes. The drop-off area will be ECC eThekwini, it will be Masipala eThekwini, it will be Tira Saloon eGoli, it will be, it was like Marisburg, a spa, so different drop-off zones. It was fantastic. We couriered them. Some I went to Johannesburg to fetch. It became something so big. Tegu municipality and other people came through, and then we had this big thing like a beachfront where people got clothes, and it worked out so well that we decided the next year, let's do it even bigger. So we sort of focus on different, angles. Last year we did it at a fan park. Saqala ke the offense route. We took the offense route, the kiddies route, and then White Star came on board because I was their ambassador already. It was such a big thing with sponsors, people that were like our stakeholders. From nothing, it's free. There's no money that we sort of like bring in except people that come and donate and sponsor the event.
The children had fun with their favorite celebrities.
I'm very inspired by Lady D. She's playing a very big role in our lives as kids. I've got an orphanage of my own, actually, of 58 kids. So this is actually an inspiration, and I'm learning so much from her.
Support mama wethu kuthina industry thina baculi. Mama unothando. So ngizomsupport ngokusupport abanye nje bandla abangasenabo abazali. Into ayenzayo iminyaka yonke ngiyajabula ukuthi ngibe part of yona namhlanje.
Izinto engifunde kakhulu kumama uLady D ukuthi njengoba esebenzisana nabantwana abantu abadala ukuthi abantwana bafika emhlabeni bengayazi inzondo. Uma sibakhulisa ngothando njengoba umama uLady D enza, singaba nesizwe esihle futhi esiqotho nesinakelana nayo. Nomama uLady D simfisela ukuthi insuku zakhe zande ngoba uthinta impilo zethu ngendlela ehlukene.
Solo ngiqalile ukusebenza naye nje ngingasho ukuthi ngifundile ukuthi kufanele ube nesineke ezumuntu mangabe uphila nabantu because uma umuntu ophila nabantu kakhulu. So nje nginesineke sengifundile ukuthanda abantu regardless of ukuthi ubani unani. Ngifisa ngathi ngaqhubekela phambili like sithole nabanye abantu basisebenzisane nabo ukuze nje kuqhubeke kube success.
We love her just the way she is, and if she can just continue being herself, we love her already. We would never stop. So I wish her a long, healthy and happy life.
Ngifisa ukuthi iphupho lakhe engibona ukuthi kwamanje alikafezeki lize lifezeke kuphindwe kabili lokakwenzayo because useyibeke ekutheni nje kukhona abantu abaphumelela ngaye nami ngimsupporta ngayo yonke indlela.
Ngiyaziqhenya kakhulu ngaye ngoba umuntu onamandla ogijima ngakhathali. Ngingathi ngiyafisa mina ukuthi ngimbone impela ekhula kulomsebenzi lo we-charity ukuthi omama abadala, ogogo abadala, bonke nje abantu abahlwempu nokuhlwayela leli vangeli lokuthi thina okungathi singconywana sibheke laba ngempela abangenalutho.
I wish her everything of the best. May God continue to bless her always. I know she's blessed, but may God give her good health, more wealth, so she can carry on giving.
And this is what keeps her going.
The love for the people, that's number one. The passion that I have for radio, which I never thought existed. I'm very talkative. I never thought it was going to work out for me because I talk endlessly.
This is how she would like her story to be told and remembered.
It's a person that is dynamic, energetic, and very vibrant, very young at heart, very loving and industrious. It's a person that so many people manage to celebrate while she's still alive. It's a person that managed to break boundaries where they will say, that time when I started with radio, it was a matter of nobody, especially females, is married to my radio presenters because of the life that we lead, because of the challenges. But I was like, I'm gonna survive. I'm gonna do the best and be the best presenter with Ukhozi FM, and I'll be the best mom. Sang Shati for more than 30-something years now. I got married in 1980. And I'm still married. Where you can even make us your couple that can mentor you if you wish, to say so. So it's a person who has done it all, who has experienced it all. It's a person who have cherished. Isn't there abantu
We wish her many, many more years to come. I hope that her acts of kindness ignited a spark in you to do good in your own community. Thank you for tuning in today. Until next week, it's a goodbye from us here on the show.
Now, in 1963, Nelson Mandela, Ahmed Kathrada, Dennis Goldberg, and Andrew Mlangeni were accused of treason and stood trial.
We are standing in a spot with so much history.
This was actually the headquarters of the South African Communist Party.
The climb will be in celebration of 10 years of Nelson Mandela International Day.
What lies ahead of this climb as we live today is a big mountain.
Why did you decide to be part of this initiative?
The reason why I'm doing this is because I really believe in education and the doors it can open for you.
So education is the gateway.
Yes, actors today, the young actors, Kibo, we used to take advices from Abata.
The ANC-NEC revealed in a statement that they supported the user pay system.
So are you saying that motorists, Gauteng motorists, have to pay for e-tolls?
It is a principle that is raised. We are saying that we support the principle of user pay.
We imported a lot of technology as an example in order to invest here, and those people are not going to say, listen, you don't have to pay me back. They are demanding their money back.
SANRAL has another 19,000 kilometers of non-tolled roads which it finances the maintenance, the upgrading, the building of. Why they want to continuously force a square peg into a round hole on this issue just blows us away.
It makes no sense to pay a toll on a toll on a toll. The roads are still looking terrible. The whole thing is just ridiculous.
It needs to be scrapped.
We didn't ask for it. So why do we have to pay for it?
We stay on the visuals. They're busy shooting.
We drove around this.